How much is it going to cost him fuel to get from there to the ramp?
About £85. Get the door and I'll spend that money.
As a Brit, I find this truck utterly ridiculous, but what's most ridiculous is what's hidden under here. This engine usually belongs in a Dodge Viper. You know, a Dodge Viper, that car that does 0 to 60 in around 4 seconds, 500 brake horsepower weapon. And in a truck, well, it feels kind of bonkers. The V10 engine was exclusive, but they mated it to a Tremec 6-speed manual gearbox, which in fairness, loads of manufacturers use. It just made very little sense, and even Dodge themselves didn't rate the load or the towing capacity. And bear in mind, they're the guys that built it. As a truck, well, frankly, it's just terrible. And the fact is, it doesn't matter whether it's a car, a truck, a lorry, or a milk float. If it's got an oil leak, it has to be dealt with. The problem is, our oil leak's coming from the main cylinder, which is on the back of the engine, and to get to it, I've got to remove the gearbox, and to remove the gearbox, I've got to remove the prop shaft. It's no wonder it gets left. Luckily, the prop comes out quite easily. It's just 4 bolts at the back, and it simply slides out the front. I'm going to use this gearbox jack to take the weight of the gearbox. That way, I can undo it and move it away from the engine and access the seal. The bell housing bolt's out the way. Next up is this gearbox mount. And then, the clutch member. Easy.
Baby skin is just so incredible. It's so delicate. There's nothing softer. That's why I make sure her clothes feel super soft with the Very Long Bio Dream Team. Very Long for gender.
I've got that 5 in me. Oh,
For extra soft.
I've got that 5 in me bag, right?
Alright.
Always wrapped in softness. Very Non-Bio Pods and Very Softener. The Dream Team for sensitive skin. Always close a pack with a clip. Keep out of reach of children. That's very soft.
Enamel is your first line of defense against cavities and erosion. Nothing is as good as your own enamel. Pro-Enamel Active Shield toothpaste gives stronger enamel defense from day one and 24-hour cavity protection. I would really recommend Pro-Enamel Active Shield toothpaste.
Right. Just in case you're wondering, I did start this, but I had to go away and do something, so this is like part 2. Just in case you're wondering what colours I've used, I used pastel pink, pastel peach, and now I'm using sand, so I'm writing it down, so I don't forget. I think I might start writing it once I've finished on the reverse.
Always there for comfort. But what if she's away in Fuerteventura with Glenn? What then? Well, when it's comfort you need, it has to be hot.
I just have to sort it out.
Find comfort in
Right,
every
let's carry on where we was. I've still not got my delivery yet with my my detail pens and my other books and that. So at the minute my coins are not going to be very nice, but they won't be very detailed. The best a man can get.
for the best a man can get. My good boys, the new fragrances for farm and for art.
I discovered Very Non-Bio Platinum Gel. It's changed my life with
That's a
it.
cute brown, isn't it? Oh,
It's all stains and mess.
let's do his little hair off her hair.
With gel, I can squeeze just what I need to deal with tough stains.
Oh, that weirdo woman was asking about you.
More
What
fabric
weirdo
than
woman?
stains, and it's still so
Yeah, from the
soft
corner.
on sensitive skin.
Oh,
It's
okay.
something that works for all of us. Very
Right,
Non-Bio
and
Platinum
even though it's a
Gel.
dry,
Extra
I'm just gonna go over it again. I just want him to be a little bit darker.
Nasal spray
And
is
his tummy.
this. How say goodbye to spray
Just
struggles
a
with the new
touch.
fine nasal mist from Ultravin. It's not a blast, it's a mist, and starts to unblock your nose in 2 minutes, so you can feel like this.
Go over his eye as well.
New Ultravin fine nasal mist helps you breathe
Her
your
hair,
best.
sorry.
Take centre stage with Morrison's The Best Deep Filled Mince Pies. Baked fresh in store by our Market Street bakers. Lovingly made with crumbly.
Can you still see the streaks on that on the camera? My eyes, it looks very streaky, but there's a page crinkler, doesn't it? Right. Where did I get this one from? There. Right. What colour should I do for both? What about...
50 quid for sharks and elbows and all that. I'll leave that one.
You too late.
I don't want fighting for it. He's refaced.
Brand new Zelda cutscenes tonight at 9 on Quest.
Well, we're gonna have some nice... What about this marigold? What colour is this like?
Here you go.
The way you restore
I like that.
it quite simply
Ta.
breaks the mold. This program is proudly sponsored by Unibond.
We need to get some of that Unibond mold stuff.
Yeah.
There's the clutch. Now, if you come this far, my advice is simple. Always replace the clutch. In fact, I've already sent Mike out to sort one. That's a big clutch. And that's the driver. Look at all these hot spots. I reckon someone's been having fun doing burnouts. But that nasty one there, it's got my first signature all over it. There she is. Absolutely sealed. So I need to get it out. I'm going to do that using this kind of tomahawk tool. Danger. Now that's a proper sized mainsail. And think about this for a second. The crankshaft's rotating inside here up to 6,100 times a minute. There's a lot resting on the shoulders of this little puppy. Now the good news is a new mainsail is only around $25. It's about 20 quid. And before I slide this in, I just want to give the area around the crankshaft a really nice clean. I don't want to be pushing any debris in there. Once I've done
The other one's
that,
just binged.
nice
Oh,
delivery
that's
on
right,
the
it's
center
not.
and the new seal.
24.
And this new seal's handy. It comes with this really nice plastic white centerpiece. And what that does, it helps guide it in the right location. And then it's a case of simply pushing it home, pulling that out. I need a hammer. Now, a nice tip to make sure the new seal seats properly is to use the old seal. It's exactly the right shape and size, just deep enough to push the new one home. It really is as simple as that, but there's nothing more I can do until Mike brings me a clock.
Now, Ant is tackling the main seal on our Dodge SRT. That means he's got to take the gearbox out the truck, and we always think it's good practice. If you take the gearbox out, you might as well replace the clutch. So I've come to see my friend Sam McLeod, and maybe they can build one for me. Go! Good to see you. I'm all right. How are you, buddy? I'm doing well. Wow. What can I help you with? It looks busy here.
Yeah, absolutely. You caught us at the busiest season. I mean, we're cranking out hundreds of clutches. It's racing season not just here, but globally.
Okay, well, I'm hoping you can fit me in.
We'll do it.
You can? Absolutely. So I spoke to you about my Dodge Ram truck stop. It's the SRT10, one with a big 5 engine. So what are my options?
Well, we could go with something that's like a single disc clutch, or we could go with a twin disc clutch.
So at the factory, it would have had a single disc, but you can upgrade me to a twin disc, which can handle that huge amount of horsepower.
Absolutely. Something that'll hold a lot of power.
You want any
Like
sauce?
you guys in
No, just a bit of salt.
What?
Just a bit of salt.
It looks like it's using a huge amount of pressure. So what's it actually doing here?
So he's taking the hub. So this is a critical part of the clutch kit. The input shaft actually goes through here, and this is where you connect the transmission and the clutch together.
Wow. So this is the bit where the engine meets the transmission through the clutch. So this is the
That is a critical component
This is
there.
the part, isn't it? So that's why it's been put
seal flywheel that we built just for the truck.
Right, okay, so that's our one.
That is your billet seal flywheel.
So how do we start building the clutch?
All right, so that's your bottom disc. You just completed. Go ahead and lay it down right on top of your flywheel.
Yep.
Excellent.
Simple as that.
Yes. So now we're going on to the floater plate.
A floater plate.
Yes. So that is your intermediate plate between the bottom disc and the top disc.
Right, gotcha. So
Okay.
how does this go on?
Just like that. It's like you know what you're doing, Mike.
It can only go one way round, can't it?
Correct. User friendly and very easy to install.
Yep.
Anybody can do it. Now, what you're going to do is take your lock washers. There you go.
Yep.
And apply them like so.
And then these nuts.
And now it's time for the top disc in order for it to make it a twin disc clutch. By giving it 2 discs, we're giving it more surface area to hold more power. Now you're going to take your pressure plate.
Yep.
Okay?
Oh, this is heavy.
It's heavy, but heavy duty. Line of bolts.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Oh,
We're going to go start pattern.
it's
Exactly.
up.
It's a bit like putting a tire on a wheel on a car, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right.
So for Ant, he's going to know exactly how you built this thing. You're going to take that, and you're going to apply a line straight to the pressure plate.
All the way down.
All the way down to the flow.
Perfect. How about that? So is that the job's done?
Job's done.
Right, where do I submit my invoice? Obviously,
Yeah,
I'm
alright.
not working today.
Yeah, yeah.
The clutch was $1,500, but worth every penny. Well, we got beautiful hand-built clutch.
There you go.
The problem is, it looks so good, but we're never going to see it because it's a part that's hidden in the car. But this part is going to last for many thousands of happy miles. And not only that, this is upgradable, so whoever buys the car in the future can have more power to it, and this clutch is going to last. Now let's get it back to the shop.
If you think about it from an engineering perspective, it actually makes perfect sense to put a huge engine inside a truck, and that's because a truck's already big enough. In fact, there's plenty of space down the side that could have
Again,
gone
son?
even bigger.
Oh, that is heavy. Wait till you see what I've got for you in there. You're going to love it. You salivating over our Viper engine?
It is a Viper engine.
That's amazing. Every time you open the bonnet, you just stand and stare at it. But it's not all tickety-boo, is it? It's got a couple of little problems. That little tuning issue right at the top end. You fix that yet?
What?
A little misfire right at the top of the rev range.
You never mentioned that before. I didn't mention it, didn't I?
Well, it's got 500 horsepower, and it's number 498, 499, and the 500 horse have lost their shoes. You just need to hoof them back up again. Let me tell you nothing, don't worry about it. We need to talk what we're going to do about the military chrome on the car. That's more important.
Right, the shiny bits. Okay, we'll start at the front then. What do you want to do with the bonnet badge?
Black.
Black badge, okay. Grill?
Black.
Black grills?
Wheels, obviously, nobody wants 22-inch chrome wheels. They did back in the day, but now they don't. So they've got to go black as well.
Okay, badges?
Black, yeah, needs to all. And I'm going to help. I'm going to take some of the weight away from you. So why don't you get me the windy gun and I'll take the wheels with it.
You know where it is. This is a work of art. Mike has absolutely smashed it out of the park. Plus, he's gone one
Right.
stage further than the factory fitment
I'll just
because
check
he's
these,
gone and
which
got
one.
a dual disc clutch. And most road cars only use a single disc. This is an upgrade.
Right,
Most
this
cars on the road use
is
a plate made from fiberglass held
a
together
Deco
by
Time
high-temperature resin.
glitter
This is
one.
good for about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And pretty much every car on the road uses something like this.
And there's no name with it, it's just number 32.
Plus, you'll notice that there's gaps in the middle.
I'll just
Now, the
put
great thing about
glitter
ceramic
next
is
to
that
it.
surrenders heat really, really well. And that's the reason why Formula One race cars use ceramic brake
Right.
discs.
See, these have got a fine end
1000 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, ceramic has more stiction.
and a
Great
brush.
word. It means it
I
grips
don't
better,
really
so
see
it
it.
requires less surface area, hence the gaps. Plus,
Glitter.
the disc is way smaller. In
So,
fact, if all this surface area was covered in
I'm
ceramic,
gonna
it would
do the
actually
middle
grip
of a
too
bowl.
much, and that thing would become undrivable. So as a bonus, these gaps allow for better airflow, and that helps get rid of heat. Mike's really spoiling me now. He's got me a new flywheel. Look at that, perfect surface, no burn marks. Now the flywheel has two primary jobs, and the first one is all about these teeth around the edge, and those teeth slot perfectly into the starter motor teeth there. And then a starter motor uses
You can just, I don't need to sit on the camera, but
rotates the flywheel.
there is a
It's
bit
that
of a
rotation that gets the engine
glitter.
running. It's that that brings it to life. This bigger wheel creates it's a mechanical advantage.
Not as much as
It's easier to turn the big
you'd
gear than,
like,
say,
but
turning the small crank. Now, the old-fashioned
right, and then
see a car with a starter handle
I
at the
want these
front.
bits like a
Join the other end of
dark
this crank,
orange.
you have a guy there
So,
trying to desperately
what's this
turn the
one?
engine over. But nowadays,
This is
the stuff
coral
works better
pink.
for you.
So let's see.
That is a good thing.
Oh yeah, it's a nice dark. So let's write it down. 16 coral pink.
On the flywheel bolts. You want them to stay in there. I'm going to do those bolts up using a torque wrench in 2 swings. The first one, 45 foot-pounds, and I'm going to do it in a star pattern. That way it seats evenly. And the second round's at 90 foot-pounds.
See, none of these have got like tiny nibs or ends. So what I found out is if you just lightly go over it, slowly getting closer, just so that it only just touches the pen, you can just get like the tiniest bit of ink out of it onto the page. Nice colour, that. Let's do the wooden bench. Let's have a look what this mahogany is like. Hold on. Choose one of my new deco time ones.
I reckon some of it was very rough.
98 mahogany.
Including some droppings here.
What do you reckon to that? It's a bit dark, like that. What green? No, a bit darker than that. Raw umber. Let's see if this is a winner.
New Comfort Scent Booster Elixir is here.
Oh no, but yeah, that's too dark. Alright, so we'll have to go back over on this side now. Natural, let's see what this one's like.
Use Comfort Scent Booster Elixir with your Comfort fabric conditioner.
We'll go with that one. 91 natural oak.
New Comfort Scent Booster Elixir. Now that's next level fresh.
Michael Kors, the new fragrances for fall and for all.
Simple's Active Skin Barrier Care Cream. Clinically proven to reduce water loss in just 2 hours, helping skin repair itself. Use it in the morning and it'll be working before noon. For visibly healthy looking skin. Simple. Powerful results.
Hoping delivery man comes tomorrow and wear the books
Need
and the
Febreze
pens
Miracle
and
Spray. Febreze fabric refresher.
whatnot, what I got off TikTok.
Every day to enjoy its freshness for hours.
I might
I'll
do
show you the bed.
everyone does it, don't
After I
they, when they
catch my
get
dog on
it?
the couch.
They put it on the camera.
Take action to knock out the
I
symptoms
know
that
I'm
keep
going
you
over the
awake.
line, but I'm going to do that other darker one, so don't worry.
A perfect launch, which is more than can be said for this. Or on a smaller scale, this.
3, 2, 1.
Success! The boat's in the water.
Oh, I've just gone round to the bunny blooming house.
This place.
This is that
Yeah. Do you know, I didn't know Roald Dahl did adult books, me. I know that probably sounds like really dumb of me, but I didn't,
You sure it's the same one?
but,
Was it?
what? Yeah, it's the same Roald Dahl, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that he did, like, adult stuff.
Yeah.
Because you've heard of all the Roald Dahl kids books, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right, we need a dark one from that now. Let's. What colour? Oh, I don't know which colour.
Only some books.
Let me do it. Have a waist string. Thing I learned from my old nanny.
Right, let's just go with. What did I say this natural look like?
Piece of string. What for? Well, emergencies, of course. In Cyprus, my son made
Oh, that's one I've just used.
my bit of string.
Oh, brick brown. Let's see what that's like.
Pyramids decay. Well, they're pretty decayed when I last saw
Yeah,
them.
it's a bit dark. I will have that one.
Years ago. I was a young subaltern on leave from Aden.
I think I might go over this one twice. So.
There's 6 copies of the same book form. When Pyramids Decay by E.K. Hamilton. But that's,
Yes.
you've written a book. You are a dark horse. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think you'd be interested.
Why'd you use your maiden name?
Oh, the publishers thought Eve Peregrine was a bit of a mouthful for people when they're asking for it.
You mean it's for sale. People can buy it.
There's a few, perhaps.
Good Lord. Did you pay to get it published?
They paid me
I say, how much?
£500.
Well, it's a bit thin. Not much work in it, I suppose. Poetry.
I don't expect you to read it.
Well, not much in my line, poetry. It doesn't look like poetry. Not in verse. It's all chopped up. It doesn't even rhyme either. Would you like me to read it?
You don't have to.
My idea of poetry is something with a good beat to it. A marching band of bear. The boys stood on the burning deck when all the kid fled. And when the flames they burnt his feet, he stood upon his head.
Let's see what the broadside's like. Oh. Keep going over the line, don't I? Don't what's wrong with today.
Was a good morning's work. Those bullocks were a good buy. They do well. Not going to be corned all, are you? My small contribution to the beef mountain. All these subjects can't last. They're crazy. Oh, we can get them. How's your wife? Oh, not too good.
Alright, so that was 94 brick brown.
I'm sorry. Happy things, women and health. Indeed they are, sir. Talking of subsidies.
Don't look like we've used 8 colours already.
Oh no, tell me. Don't let it go up bar there. Sorry it takes so long. I read your book last night.
Right, right, we want some nice green for the leaves. Let's see what this one's like.
You didn't really read it, did you?
Well, the first few pages, I can't regret looking at some headers. I had a cold coming on. So I took a couple of aspirin and a whiskey and
Yeah, I like this one for the leaves.
just dropped off,
Oh no,
to be honest.
should we? Should we? Yeah.
See that gun that man had there, Crystal?
Yeah.
That was like my dad's gun.
Was it?
Look, that man's got there.
Oh yeah.
My dad had one of them.
Did he?
Yeah.
You staying at the club?
Yes, unless
He
somebody
used to
offers
like
me
it,
up.
but he didn't have a criminal record, did he, Crystal? So,
No, so he was allowed one, of course.
so what?
He would have been allowed one, of course, wouldn't he?
He had a shotgun license.
Anybody bought your book yet?
They give them to anyone in America, don't they?
You may have had your
I think once you hit 16, you can get one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Just go to the shop and buy them like a toaster out there, can't you?
Yeah. And out the back of people's cars.
Yeah. And on swap meets and all that type of stuff.
Luckily, it's quite hard to get hold of firearms in this country.
Yeah. You tuned into controversial colouring hour.
What?
Controversial colouring.
Yes.
Yes, we'll put the world to rights and colouring at the book at the same time.
But just in case any of my viewers are wondering, do not buy a gun. It is not a good thing. They are very bad and they will hurt and obviously kill you. And if not, you'll probably go to jail for a very long
And
time.
if you've got a criminal record, you won't go to jail.
Pardon?
If you've got a criminal record, you go to jail. Oh, I've seen this before. See this girl here now on this, Crystal? Look at the picture she's got on the wall. It's of a train, yeah?
Yeah.
And it says toot toot. Look, there it is, look.
Oh yeah.
Toot. And it's a steam thing. Do you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it too.
I like
Train.
that.
Red and black train.
It's actually up a ship, not a train.
Very nice.
I mean,
Okay.
A bit more cheery than that lovely dancing you were.
This is the old school tire.
Not phony, by George. It's time you redecorated. Now, bag, please. Oh, George, this isn't your wife, is it, who's written this book there's such a buzz about?
What do you mean?
The Parents Collapse, or something. I went to an audition and 3 people were reading it. One of my agents, he was reading it.
Who's it by?
Little Hamilton.
I'll finish this leaf and then I'll have to go and check the
He
oven.
said her real name was Peregrine. I said, oh, I know somebody called Peregrine. He said her husband was a colonel in the army.
I'd sooner you didn't talk about me to your friends.
Oh, of course I will. I said it can't be the same one. Right, ready and glass, please. Gas off. Answer. He said they say this colonel was a regular old stuffed shirt.
Oh, you know better than that. If my wife had written a book, I'd be the first to know about it, wouldn't I?
Right, sorry. Oh, 47 grass green. I'll check the oven.
I want everything well done.
That's not your usual sort of rag. Country life, farmers, liqueur, all your life. Something caught my eye.
Really?
Don't be honest, old chap, you were swatted up on a departure. What's it like being the husband of a celebrity? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, everybody knows E.K. Hamilton's your wife. It's not often that even I get to know about a book of poetry. And there's a photograph of her in the shop round the corner, looking smashing. By the way, I'm lunching with Basil Dashwood. He's not really my sort of person, but he's helping my son get into publishing. He'd love to meet you. Who's Basil Dashwood? Did you have a telly in your neck of the woods? Dashwood, the critic. He runs that arts program. He wrote a rave review of Evie's book in one of the Sundays. Didn't she show it to you? Basil, This is George Peregrine. Do you remember last week I told you? Oh, no.
Her husband.
How are you? Is she in town by any chance? I'd very much like to meet her.
My wife doesn't like London. She prefers the country.
Simply not sideways by her book. I'd like to have her on my program.
Why,
You can't go to a movie nowadays without full frontal nudity. Open a paper with sexual details that used to be unmentionable. Go to a play without streams of four-letter words. And here's someone actually daring to write about love again. She evades nothing, obscures nothing, and still manages to make what I can only have to call, magic. Magic somehow undiminished, plain earthly facts of what really goes on between a man and a woman in bed.
Very good of you to say such nice things about my wife's little book. I'm sure she'll be delighted. But I have a train to catch and I want to get her back to lunch. Excuse me. Do you have a copy of the Pyramids Decay?
When Pyramids Decay? I'm sorry we can take so out.
Because I've seen it in the window.
I'd like to display a copy, sir. It's reprinting. We should have a large order in
You're buying it then?
like the novel, the way it's selling.
I've often read that.
But actually,
Oh,
it's
aye.
a story they like.
It's a story.
My wife could put it down.
There's a bit of leakage in the oven from the pie.
Oh well.
I'm just having my tea.
Doesn't need to tell that.
There's someone
Another bookshop. I doubt if you'll find a copy in London, sir.
It is if we put all that salt on.
No,
God's
it's
sake, I'm coming over there, I'm just getting my cup.
Nothing at each other for ages and ages. I think we should love you well. I didn't know I was so different to last week. Depend on his fame. Now, I think that we must go to Harrelson. I will be totally immersed. I just finished when I was waiting for Cleo at the Bunny Club. Here you are, darling. You are ruining your teeth. Oh, dear. I am sure even the author wouldn't do it quite while reading at your age. The Libre Promosi magazines are much more suitable. Less blunt. Do you like to look? Would you watch Craft, please?
Everything's hot enough, just tell me.
To
It
clear
should be,
the
it's
old
gonna
conflict.
bloody
Clear
ages.
the door.
Sorry if the chips are a bit old.
Music, poetry, and history.
I should have put the pie in first really, and then the chips in like 20 minutes after. I'll be alright.
My dear, collecting signed first editions already. She get it from her father. He collects things. I collect people. I was wondering, Mrs.
Do you
Perry,
like the boat?
should we call you Hamilton? Oh, heavens, country in this town. It's rather disreputable. But you see, you'll do fine. I really will.
Try a bit of water, so
Hello?
and a bit of chicken. Yeah, they leaked in the thing, you know, 'cause I turned them upside down so I could brown the bottom as well. Yeah, it is a very hot bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know what pie I'll be eating.
You will.
Yeah, I am doing so I don't know how much I'll be able to eat. The bottoms are perfectly brown.
Okay.
I'll let chip out my throat. Can't swallow it. Use an iPad. Oh.
I know.
Can't we watch some while we're eating? Chips are nice, yeah.
Lovely.
To be confronted by a car travelling in the opposite direction on an autology apparently. It's a lucky horrific thing to see.
Yeah, take the wrong side, sir. Eastbound.
The pursuit is back on the right side of the dual carriageway.
I'm not trying to find it.
With the help of an unaware truck, the interceptor swung into position to box the car in.
Really hot. Yeah, if all the middle squeezed out, that definitely needs it done, doesn't it?
But the robbers recklessly mount the verge.
Yeah, that's a gap.
And flooring down the slip road.
Just find what's going on like that. They'll probably be going off,
It's been 50
you know, up
minutes
to
now, and the chopper has only got
weekend,
enough
won't
air
they?
for 30 more minutes of flying. The
Because
interceptor's
that's what my
built-in
grandma
weight
and granddad
is
used to do, you know, wait till the weekend.
The BMW hangs a sharp left to throw off his tail.
Oh God, you know, that car then.
Sending these kids running for their lives.
Nowhere near it.
He thinks he can get away down here.
Oh yeah.
But instead, it's the end of the road for the BMW, and there's no escaping the all-seeing eye in the sky.
Cars are alright, aren't
One
they?
of them is heading for the trees to try and take cover from the cops buzzing overhead.
Keep going, all in grey. Yeah, it's behind that thing, all in grey, all in grey. Your police motorcycle's with it. So another one got out, your officers could confirm, but...
Nice,
Finally,
isn't it?
100 miles and traveling
Yeah.
over 3 counties, the interceptors have the suspected armed robbers in cuffs. The gang
Give a little bit less left
carry out
next
the
time,
job.
just so a little bit softer.
£115,000 and the BMW. 3 of them were sentenced to 9 years in prison. The
Well,
other
now.
one, who was only 18 at the time, was sentenced to 6 years in a young offenders institution. This is a day the interceptors won't
But his
forget.
parents were all
Big smile on face, knowing how we're taking those criminals off the
18
streets.
years and he's
When
just got 6
you
years
stop
up
and
his
you look back
chances.
and you think, wow, what have I just done? You know, what have I just been involved in? Just amazing, but also sobering as well.
7 of the officers received commendations for their bravery and pursuit management that brought this to a safe end.
Wow.
Still to come on this pursuit special, a runaway driver nearly steals one officer's life, and the interceptors go at maximum speed to get behind a major league heroin dealer.
Say a car coming into the area, potentially with a lot of groups on board.
Someone's blasting up, aren't they?
Palatine, dating for over 50s in their prime, sponsors Prime Time on Pride Action. Take centre stage with Morrison's The Best in Film Mince Pies. Made fresh in store by our Market Street bakers. Lovingly made with crumbly all-butter pastry and a blend of spiced by drink. Enjoy 4 for £2. Now that deserves an encore.
I know you love that pasta, but what were the baguettes used to be thick cream?
Yazzie, shake it up. Manure Unstoppables. There it is. A whoosh of freshness. Just chop those little scent boosters into every wash for a whoosh of fresh that lasts and lasts. What a whoosh. And those socks, yes, still whooshingly fresh. Even at the end of the day, they're still enjoying that fresh whoosh. Manure Unstoppables.
Well, I
Non-stop
think that's
whoosh of
what's
fresh.
probably happened.
Yeah.
If you've got a dry scalp, I promise I have an answer. No. And not this. Not cucumber. Not for the scalp. I'm not moisturised. None of these work on the scalp. This does. Head and Shoulders Derma X Pro with Ceramide Complex to help lock in moisture. It moisturises your scalp and leaves it up to 100% flake-free. Say goodbye to your dry scalp. Right. Moisturise like a pro with Head and Shoulders Derma X Pro. This one's mine. Get your own. all day. Wow, it sucked it all up. Feels like an underwear.
Sounds bloody awful.
Never thought I'd see this. I never thought I'd see this. Discover our always discreet range, like boutique black or classic white.
Uncover the unbelievable, incredible, and outright outrageous incidents filmed on dashcam by the public in the UK and across the world. Witness these heart-stopping near misses firsthand. Motorway, Hell on the Highway, Tuesday at 9 on 5 Action and My 5.
Part-time, dating for the 50s in their prime, sponsors Prime Time on 5 Action.
I've been absolutely horrified at some of the things that I've seen by drivers on the roads trying to get away from ourselves. It poses a massive risk for them as it would.
On the M25 near Chertsey, the police are trying to stop a fleeing BMW by blocking the road with one of their patrol cars.
Bang! Oh my god!
Wow.
You've got to pick yourself up. You get plenty of knocks in this job. But you can't just go over the border. If you won't be the cops, there's nobody else. We cannot call anybody else but us.
Incredibly, the officer gets up and gives chase. He single-handedly apprehended the driver with help from his taser stun gun.
Huh.
The driver was sentenced to 23 months in prison for dangerous driving and a number of other offences. The interceptors are amongst the most highly trained pursuit drivers in the country. But in certain situations, stopping a pursuit before it starts is where they earn their keep. It's mid-afternoon in Hartlepool. Sergeant Paul Faulkner is responding to a call about a vehicle that may be being used to ferry Class A drugs around the country, and it's on the move.
Hot job. Some really hot intel to say that a car coming in the area potentially
Hot intel.
a lot of drugs on board.
Paul's got a lot of ground to make up.
Someone
And
could graft on him.
pursuit-trained interceptor, it's what he does best. And he won't stand for drugs hitting his streets.
Get a lot of money for grasping something up like that, I bet.
Maybe, I don't know.
Good, good imagine so. Will they get a reward?
So we want to make sure we get on a good search of it. See if there's anything in there.
I've never
The
driven
interceptors
a gun.
don't want to miss the suspect car. So they have a second unit up ahead, watching another route the car might take.
No.
And there it is.
One of the BMs got behind it. It's a CSD on that rafter.
The major haul of drugs believed to be in the car. Paul is desperate to catch up with the suspect.
Nice, Barry.
They need to assist the X5 in blocking in the car.
Using speed to get into the pursuit.
it's vital quite a lot of the time. You know, we've got high-powered cars, and we really put them to test. We need to use them. Not only to get into the pursuit, but try and get ahead. So we've got other tactical options there, whether we use a Stinger or whether we create that box so we can get the T-pack on and get the car stopped.
The interceptors have 2 cars in place to block in the suspected dealer if he tries to take off. This bloke either doesn't fancy his chances against the interceptors, or there are no drugs in the car. And the further worry, the suspect is as nice as pie.
Sometimes you stop the vehicle and their demeanour is so cooperative and decent and nice that human nature means that you can actually turn off a little bit.
Well, this suspect has spilled the beans about something on the baby seats in his car, and it will absolutely shock the interceptors. This carrier bag is full of the brown stuff.
Oh.
Dirty nappies. The team have hit the jackpot. A haul of heroin worth over £100,000.
Oh my god, yeah.
Absolutely steaming result, great one for the department. Cracking result to have that type of drugs off the streets of Middlesbrough.
Yeah. One of his mates, probably.
I finished my picture.
I'm not taking it then.
Yeah. I'm back.
And you have massive effects, ripples that go out, and that communities. People commit crime.
Just finish these leaves.
Drugs habit. And as far as taking out one drug dealer, will stop the burglaries, the thefts, the robberies that happen. Without a drug dealer, they can't buy the drugs.
There are 1,000 reasons why people run from the law. But only one limit that are the best on the road at getting them stopped.
Every man in the world, I think, likes to drive cars in exciting situations, and by that I mean in pursuits or in blue light responses.
915 urgent. People couldn't stop Rochdale Avenue.
Rito.
The job I do, it's going at our bad guys, going after our criminals. What's not to look forward to about that experience?
I'm no good at accents.
I naturally put myself in danger to protect members of the public. It's, if I don't do it, if I don't put myself in danger, who else will?
The future for interceptors is kicking down doors, locking people up, high-speed pursuits.
A flight to Costa Brava becomes the holiday from hell at night as an electrical storm causes terror at 30,000 feet. But next, Black Driver bandits get another turn behind the wheel with the police interceptor.
Here we go. There's a lot of you. Come on. Our research didn't show much up on this van, but I can make money off sports book. But I can only risk so much.
Bottom line, we don't know what's in there.
You know that is? You know that is? We gotta get this. Don't say that.
I see some great stuff inside this unit. I tell you what, I want to get the bin started off at $200. Who wants to give me $200 from Cooter? 2 now go 2.5. 2.5 and back down to bids at 3. Now 3. $3 to bids at 3.5. 3 now to go 3.5. 3.5. 3 now to bids at 4. 3 now to go 4. Now 4. Got 4 right here to go 4.5. 4 now go 4.5. $400 to go 450. 450 to rack up bids at 5.
We're gonna buy this bin regardless. No one's getting in our way. That's my bin.
I'm going to $600.
Yeah, I'm here today. I'm here all day.
$600 for Cooter. $600 to go 6.5. $600 to go 6.5. $600 to go 6.5. $600 to take 7. $600 to go 7.
Stay out. That's ours.
All in fair warning.
Well, it's right. Maybe these locals know something I don't know, but I'm not wasting my money on a guess.
Right.
What the hell is this? This is an antique bear trap.
Antique bear trap.
Just set the trap. Back in the morning when he steps in.
See what colour this is like.
What's that hat from? Hat was covered up, but you know, we can recognize this right here. I mean, is it worth anything?
Oh no.
From 12 to 18.
Deep olive green. It's not nice. Oh, pardon me. About this tail. Oh. Oh, flying out at me now. That'll do. Nicely. Nice one. Use this colour.
That's around at least $2 grand. $2 grand. We hit the mother load. Yeah. Winchester, 1897. That goes over 100 years old. What do you think something like that go for? Probably $3,500. $3,500. I was willing to bid upwards of $2,000 on this gun. Right? Oh yeah, but we got $100,000.
So you guys surprised that there were some guns in here?
No. After seeing the bear trap, and the camouflage, we knew that this guy was an outdoorsman. This is the sportsman's paradise. You gotta have something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got?
I'm trying to make money.
That's all right.
They don't know what they're dealing with.
As we know, there are known knowns. Is it really possible that there are known unknowns? We can't say for sure, but there are also unknown unknowns. Science doesn't have all the answers. Did you get all that? I don't know. Don't worry, William will explain it all. The new series of The Unexplained with William Shatner, Wednesdays at 9 on Blaze.
Why do my lights keep going a different colour? Oh, where they're going. I need to change the batteries in them. I only have them on a couple of times. Don't last very long, do they?
Baby skin is just so incredible. It's so delicate. There's nothing softer. That's why I make sure her clothes feel super soft with the Fairy Non-Bio Dream Team. Fairy Pods for a gentle clean and Fairy Softener for extra softness. So even when my arms aren't around her, she's always wrapped in softness.
She's
Fairy
safe with a
Non-Bio
click
Pods
clack.
and Fairy Softener, the Dream Team for sensitive skin. Always close a pack with a click. Keep
With a
out of reach
click.
of children. That's very soft.
Simple's Active Skin Barrier Care Cream. Clinically proven to reduce water loss in just 2 hours, helping skin repair itself. Use it in the morning and it'll be working before
There
noon
we go.
for visibly healthy looking skin. Simple. Powerful results. Suitable for sensitive skin.
Maple Walk, massive. Nice bunch. Big sharers, especially your mum. He likes to give us updated on all the comings and goings.
Alright.
Without him, we'd have no idea that the council were moving the big collection time back.
By a whole day.
Anyway, I want what he's got.
So you do want a fully surprised to be contract with car prices? You won't have to worry about the price going up.
Yeah, I mean, it's working really well for Jamal, so...
It pays to be connected. Tesco Mobile.
Thank you.
Make wicked savings with member perks like free delivery on groceries with Deliveries Plus. Now, just got even better.
How's the suit?
You know, I've not been to Matthew for years.
What was that pie called, Danny?
That was a chicken and bolly pie. Holland chicken and bolly.
That's it. They took care of everything. Made it easy on her family.
Yes, and I bet with Pure Sheila saved a few bucks.
I think it was something like £2.53 for two. Yeah, that's alright.
Food has gone expensive now.
Yeah, food has gone quite expensive.
Expensive now.
It is.
How cheap? It's all things sell cheaper now.
Yeah, you can. Do some nice
Chips,
shop.
eggs and beans, that type of stuff. I don't mind that type of food. I prefer it, being honest.
Yeah. Let's do a bit of orange first. Should we? Yeah.
Oh God, he's got the gift of the gab as well.
I don't see a problem with this. You see, all I need...
My problem, Mr. Offshoot of the Boswell family.
came from.
What's this light orange like?
Is a friendly soul, but you see, my needs are very minute. All I need is
Let's try this one. Going into a yellow.
Whose actual house are you staying in?
Granddad's.
Oh, let's get the lid
The
off it.
family live in Grandad's house and Grandad lives in the family house.
The family house.
Who are you paying rent to?
Granddad.
He's actually collecting rent from you to pay to them.
Them.
They're already collecting rent from us to pay to him.
I don't know. I just put the money on the table. Somebody picks it up.
I can tell you who picks it up. God. He's their friend, you see. He personally guides them through life's minefields. If anything's going to fall off the back of fate's line, he'll make sure they're in the car behind. If there's going to be a universal head-on crash, he'll fix them up with a heavenly seatbelt and the rest of us can go through the windscreen.
I read somewhere he's a nice chap, yes?
Just sign that. Could you hurry up, please? We're closed at 3:30. Thank you.
For you, a little gift.
Me? A gift?
It's just something I picked up. Oh, and thanks very much for your help. Okay. Where's the come from? Who's this chap outside Lewis's?
It's not spread very well, is it?
What did you nick it for?
Identification.
What kind of excuse is that, Shifty?
I feel like him sometimes. Half man, half dream.
It's no good making poetic speeches, Shifty. My dad does that when he can't face the truth.
All they do with the likes of us is put us in a cage, do experiments on us.
You're talking a lot of philosophical crap, Shifty. You're a compulsive thief, do you know that? Monkeys are honest. They obey the rules of the jungle. They don't go around pinching things.
Except bananas. They pinch bananas. Can I put double in tomorrow? I'm a bit short.
There's no credit in this cap. If you don't pay, you don't eat.
Can I be 50p change?
Not you, Billy. You've got over the road to support.
I haven't got anything over the road. It's over. Finished. I live here now. Got this house I can't do with some good news. Oh, you're back to normal now, are you? Oh, it was different when we were upstairs talking, wasn't it, eh? You being nice to me then, telling me all your secrets. You were nearly crying then.
Billy.
Choked he was.
You'll be choked in a minute, now shut it.
His face looked like an apple crumble, it did.
Billy!
And don't say Billy to me! I'm a man now. I've been married and I've got a baby.
Oh, it's got 2 mistakes out of 3 already.
It's only 24 hours.
That ain't the way to do it. It's only 24 hours.
The next job is to make the Perspex canopy for the trike.
That's with clear, nice clear plastic.
They cook it in Miles' homemade oven.
Made it out of roof insulation panel. It's a couple of hobs and a big fan out of traction.
The Perspex is heated to 100 degrees to make it soft. Air is blown into the airtight space underneath it, and due to the difference in air pressure between that space and the air outside, the sheet gently inflates just like a balloon.
Yeah, it's touching.
That genuinely feels
bit of sort of wiggle room. The canopy's a good fit, but there's a problem. It's acting like a greenhouse.
It's getting warm now, and we're not putting a great deal of effort out now.
It did get quite warm straight away. This is a worry. Under a hot summer sun, the canopy could make the trike dangerously hot.
I know that mentally how I can do it, and my legs know they can do it, but it's just, I'm a body do with it.
Guy and Jason need to learn how they'll cope with the extreme heat the canopy may create. And for that, they're off to the University of Portsmouth's Extreme Environments Lab.
They're going to make it artificially hot.
How are they going to make it artificial?
Well, they're going to put heater on, I suppose.
Here they'll be looked after by a team of scientists led by Professor Mike Tipton.
Hello, Jason.
Hello.
These two colours are blending nicely together.
Hey, look at that. That's a flip for a lighter, is that?
I don't know if you can tell on the camera.
Very mysterious, is that?
You're absolutely right. I was just thinking of myself. That is the most mysterious handkerchief I've ever seen.
Or the other one's in the wash. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
mysterious
that's nice
because
on
I
the
don't have a
camera,
lighter,
isn't it?
so what's a flint doing in my way?
If I do say so myself.
You might find the lighter.
Have you got a lighter, please, Ed?
There you go.
My garden smoke has gone out. My gardening stick has gone out.
Totally clips of the sock.
Right, so we've got yellow and orange. What other colour? What about pink and purple for that one, and that one? Are we thinking soft colours or
Bananas are just the right shape for your mouth.
You couldn't get bananas in water.
You couldn't get Lenny Matthews out.
so? I'll have some pink and purples. Let's see what we've got. Let's see how bright this one is. Oh yeah, I like that one. That's 1270 on deep pink. And I like this purple. 73 ultramarine. Look, don't look nice together.
That's not the point. I knew I wasn't going to die, did I? They gave me a rifle.
Right, so let's get them off ready.
Here I was, with a gun and a bayonet, and in Civvy Street they had me up for keeping a few ferrets.
I didn't think we were going to send you ferreting after the Germans, did you?
Look, that could have flushed Adolf out of his bunker. I like it, yeah. The secret war of compost seminite.
The day of the ferret.
Eat your banana.
All gone.
Oh, that's right. Suddenly it's high summer and your bananas all gone.
I should have joined the RAF and had a tour of ops on Lily Matthews.
Oh, she was ugly.
Oh, but only from the front. And you know him in wartime, he never went near the front.
I tried for a reserved occupation.
Yeah, well, there's nobody more reserved about taking up an occupation than you.
Who's steering?
He's steering.
I thought you were steering.
The last time I were in an edge bottom, I was with a bird from Nottingham.
Nature lover. She's steer either.
It wasn't cycling, we were courting.
You brought
this type of you spend very expensive.
In the pursuit of love, you've been in some interesting places. Oh, I have, though. I have. Imagine courting and ferreting must seem very similar to you.
It's just the quarry that's different.
Oh, I mean, it's quarries and all.
You know, I'd tell them apart. The rabbits are prettier.
Very good, I'm thinking. That's a nice name for a rabbit. I like it. She wasn't a rabbit. She were a welder. She were pretty.
She was pretty loud.
Are we all in one piece then?
Oh, fine.
We're gonna have to get 3 bikes. Oh, click on that. I'll do the talking. All right.
Oh, I think we've got a paper Klingon.
I'll do budget. Listen to Percy. It's Dirk, all right? It's been Dirk for 15 years. Are you with me? I've paid every bread.
What colour do we think about these from the top?
Mr. Westerby. There's a God chance, Percy. We've known this since we were a lad. What kind of a name is Percy? For a guy with his own business, who drives a jag with irons in the fire. I'm going places. Finkel Street's first millionaire. Sound, right?
Oh, we've not done the middle of these.
Annie, will you get me the whistles, please? And I'll make a smoky, please.
Ada Mayor.
Oh, please.
What got you clutching the fat overnight whiskey? That's true. Yeah, we'll give you that.
I think we'll do a deep red right in the middle.
You're not anybody's flesh in the pan overnight.
And these bits that
You
come
know
out.
why? Incompetence. I tell you why. Because I've never had the brains. Same as Peggy's five.
And then a lighter red in the middle.
Really needs.
So I think that's like a pastel coral. So,
You're into army service.
I think we've already done this one, coral, haven't we?
About the potty machines. You might want to have a row of rocket launchers all
Oh, no.
around that wall.
Tell a lie.
Rocket launchers around here, is there? The international would like. Wherever men gather together for military hardware, their biggest concern.
Please, right.
And
Oh.
their biggest one of it.
Busy.
I don't know what you complain
You don't
about.
want me to walk into the chemist tomorrow.
Please, right.
You were a bit late, eh, Douglas?
Sit right on me.
I started before I was ready. I remember having. Never mind, I thought there'll be another one. What happened? Nothing. I used to work every morning with a keen sense of expectation. Nothing. Now you can go all the way to the bombs and start talking about it.
Right.
All right, lads.
This is 2081 coral.
Hey, what's your language, Elsie? Are you buying or selling? Buying. Oh, well, in that case, you're entitled to my number one friendly smile. If you've been selling, of course, I have to put on this rock hard expression. Oh, that's it. Come on, big get.
We are looking for a couple of old but serviceable machines. Cheap.
Dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Oh, I don't know when I'm going to get my yacht. Oh, I'm going to be about 60 before I start pulling birds. It's going to be a race against time. I can feel it.
Have you a selection of machines we could examine?
Examine. Dirt cheap. You expect to examine, man? Well, what price did you have in mind then, man? 45 quid. Rock bottom, man. 45 quid, man. Right. What price did you have in mind, man? 5 quid, man. Yes. Each man. Out. Hang on. I'll tell you what I'll do. I've got a shed full of bicycle parts. a musical instrument, it's going to be very awkward to play.
There we go. Oh, that one was number 2, Old Red. I have a pen missing. Where? Oh, it's here. Found it. Don't panic. Oh, what were we doing for these? Well, Battle Lavender. Let's see what lavender looks like. I'll do that. It's not really very true to the colour, is it? That says lavender, so that's what colour I'd expect. That's what colour it's actually giving off. Hmm. No idea what colour is it? That's why we do swatches, I suppose.
The only place to buy a new Mercedes.
They do dry a tiny bit lighter though. Like touch lighter. But not much. Isn't it enough dry?
The result is given in millimetres. Under 45 millimetres, you're very dry. Over 50 millimetres, you're obese.
Here's pale lavender. That's what colour they're saying there, pale lavender is. Let's see what colour it actually is.
That's what I'd expect with an elite athlete. So, from a body composition point of view, very much there.
A little bit darker than the lid. But that's more like it than what the other one was. Right. What we got left to do now? We got one ball thing. I don't know what to do. It's one of these. Or it's one of these. Well, rabbit is one of these. What colour are we going to do it? So we've got orange and yellow, pink and purple.
Shows Guy and Jason how to cook the perfect athlete's recovery meal.
What about blues? Let's do some nice blues. Got a couple of that one popping out at me. See what this one's like. Let's get a darker one now. What's this royal blue like?
Proteins are made of amino acids, and it's amino acids that are the important building blocks
Should we have them?
tissue repair and growth.
Yeah. Alright, so
Which he adds to the rice, is one of the very best sources of all the essential amino acids we need.
again, I've no detail pen, so I can't put a lot of highlights and other bits of detail in.
It's a seed, and it's one of the most complete vegetable foods that there is. And it's got all of the amino acids, so it's got protein. It's also got all of the essential fats in it as well.
I think we should have picked a darker, a different darker blue. Not a dark one necessarily, but just a different one.
Pesto for taste, and the perfect recovery meal is ready.
That's a good trade out. I probably
Right.
quadruple my culinary skills today.
And this one.
The record attempt gets closer. The boys' training intensifies. Guy sheds the required 5 kilos for improved diet and exercise. The carbon fibre body of the bike is created by specialist engineers at EPM Technology in Derby. Then Mike Burrows fits it out in his workshop in Norwich. Just 2 weeks before the record attempt, Guy and Jason are about to get their first look at their tailor-made tandem. Yeah.
It's looking something. It's looking something.
It's 3.5 meters long
metre wide.
Oh, sorry. One bit left.
Just one of them pedalling will keep the trike moving, because each set of pedals has a separate chain of 3
That is very cute. Oh, look at the bunny. That's cute. What's the date? Today is the 6th of
Real
November.
nice attention to detail in every area. Look brilliant. Look brilliant. Sorry, mate. It's alright.
Start putting the dates on them.
Yeah. More than. That's brilliant. What a work of art.
Time for Guy and Jason's first test drive.
This is the start of it.
There we go. And there's my finished piece.
Everything makes a noise. Does it work so it's like a coffin? Is that the word? No, I don't want to use that word like that. Just, it's just like a racket. Just a racket. A bloody racket. That's it. That's it.
A racket that gets a lot worse when you miss a corner.
There's my piece anyway. Hope you like it.
So what? It's goes faster. Bloody well done.